Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming to the live stream. I think I finally got sound working and everything. I want to say this is hopefully the first live stream where something doesn't go wrong. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. So we did a poll over on Instagram about what we should do today, and the poll decided that it was a tie between what's it called? A tie between doing sublimation projects and a tie between doing design work. And so I thought it might be good to do a little design stream. Hey, Calvin, what's up? Hey, Stuart. Thank you for coming in. I'm just looking up one of my files real quick as I'm saying hello to everybody. But I am really bad at naming my files and I can't remember what this is. And type in template and see. I'm trying to find the template for my glass can that I've made in the past. Missy, what's up? Hello. Thanks for coming. I found, okay, so I have the Photoshop file, but I want to find my Illustrator file too. So just give me one moment here. I always try to design for the bigger glasses as well because I figure you can always shrink down the design rather than having to try to like blow it up. And depending on what images you use, it might not be they might not be high enough resolution. Hey D, what's up? Thank you for coming. I'm doing good. How are you? How was your guys' weekend? I had a pretty good weekend. I decided to start working out again. I have not worked out in like a year. And so I did a mile on the treadmill, so that was fun. So I did that on Saturday night. And then yesterday I went to Disneyland for a couple hours, so that was really fun too. Okay, is this what it? Okay, I found my template. So that is good. If anyone too has any specific kind of like phrase or design that you want me to work on, feel free to let me know and I'll make it because I kind of don't have a real plan. I'm just kind of winging it, which is what I typically do when I'm designing files that I want to sell. Yeah. Miss Calvin, get out of this chat right now. You do not say Comic Sans in this chat. Your treadmill broke? Just oh no, that sucks. That super sucks. I do have a couple little elements that I have that we can work with. Like I am gonna make a smiley design because that's super popular right now. So that definitely will be one of the ones that we do. So, but we'll see. So, like I said, just let me know if there's certain phrase or anything. Papyrus, Stuart. No, you get out too. Oh my gosh, Stuart and Calvin are like meant to be friends over here. No, Comic Sans is only acceptable in a comic book, or if you're a 7-year-old girl. Love the controversy. Yeah. No, when I was in art school, if I turned anything in that would have had Comic Sans or like Papyrus, I probably would have been kicked out. I'm pretty sure. And your logo, yeah, I guess it works for your logo. I think that's mostly just me being nice, though. What is the story behind the channel's name? Chip Builds. Okay, well, so originally I started doing woodworking projects. So if you like go back into my earlier videos, like I make kind of some crazy stuff. Like I make like a 4-foot by 8-foot light bright out of wood and acrylic, and like I made a miniature Wheel of Fortune. Like so, I did a lot of woodworking stuff because that was my hobby at the time, and I enjoyed it a lot. But then when I was kind of trying to come up with a name, because I didn't want to just use my name, I was like, oh, I build a lot of things, like I DIY a lot of things. So originally I wanted to do Chip DIY, but I was like, oh, that sounds kind of weird. So then I was like, I'll do Chip Builds because that can be like building, that can kind of encompass like crafting, making, whatever, right? And then I did Chip because just because I like woodworking doesn't mean I'm very good at it. And so I was like, okay, well, if I make something and it doesn't look quite right or like, I mess up, I'm like, it's okay because my name is Chip Build. So like if there's a chip in it, if there's something not quite good, like I figured people be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense because her name is Chip Builds. I like the name. Some people don't like the name. I don't know. I think it would be cool kind of like eventually to drop the builds part and just be like chipped with my little trees. But then I'm like, that's kind of weird too. So I don't know. Calvin says, oh yeah, or the failed metal and wood 3D printer frame. Yes, that was fun. That light bright is awesome. Thank you, Stuart. I appreciate that. Guys, I got something new today. This is from Jack in the Box, otherwise known as Jack in the Crack. It is a Red Bull infused, I'm guessing like juice. So this is the strawberry one, and then they have like a different berry one. This one I've tried, but it's pretty good. Yeah, so that is the meaning behind my name. But feel free if you have any other questions or anything. It is super healthy, Calvin. Absolutely. All right. Let me share my screen so we can kind of jump into it. Share screen and let's do Illustrator for now. Okay, I'll share it. I think I can do it. I think you can see everything, I think, if I do it this way. You gotta let me know if there's something that you can't see. Jokes aside. Yes, okay, so here we go. So I'm super into the smiley face right now. These are very popular. I'm going to undo a couple steps because I didn't mean to do what I did there. Okay. So this one right here with a little patch for an eye, I made for hats because I'm making some sample hats for ones that I want to sell over on Etsy. But I have like this lightning bolt here, and I thought this would be kind of cool to do what's it called? A wrap for these like Libby glass cans, which I'm out of my sublimation glass cans, which is why also we weren't doing sublimation, like proper sublimation today. So we can do that. So we can work with this, or if there's something else you guys want to work with, like flowers or something, we can try and make some flowers from scratch. I am going to do some retro text effects here in Illustrator. I know what I'm going to do. So sorry, I'm trying to concentrate and like speak at the same time. So for those of you who might not know, which I think is probably all of you don't know, I'm super into skating. Like I grew up like skating with my friends at skate parks, skateboarding, BMX, like rollerblading, like all that stuff. I was like really into it. So I super love kind of these. I kind of consider the smiley face like the way that these ones are being used. As kind of like that skate culture kind of thing, you know, like Vans, like that kind of branding. So I think we're going to do something with like those words, like, I don't know, skate something, like skate life. I don't know. But I want this to be like a retro text effect, I think. So let's see what we got. No, I don't like that. Can you see? I don't think you can see my drop down menu. I think that's the only downfall about doing it this way. There might be a different way I can do it. Let me try something else. Let me see. If I just do the entire screen, but you're going to be doubled in on yourself. So bear with me one moment. Okay, I think if I select the text now, and then can you see the names of the fonts now or no? I think now you can see the font name. Okay, so we'll do that. That way you can actually see like the text names and stuff. I don't know if we'll keep the text name Skate Life, but we'll see. Let's see, what do we have over here? I like these kind of like retro looking fonts. That's a little too retro. So I think we might go with Groovy Babe or Babe Groovy or something. I can't remember what it's called. GR. Oh, Santa Babe Groovy. Okay. I think I got this font off of like Amazon, or not Amazon. Oh my gosh. Can you tell I'm tired? I think I got it off of like the font website, like Font Creative Fonts or something. But yeah, so here's what we're gonna do too. We have this other thing for my what is this called? My template here. So I'm just gonna copy it. This is the 20-ounce one. I'm gonna paste it in here. Just so that I can kind of get the sizing correct. All right, so what we're gonna do, see how we have this massive gap here? We wanna make that a lot smaller. So with my text selected, I'm gonna come up to my character panel, and then right here, the leading, this is what I'm gonna change. It normally goes on auto, but like if you change it, you see how it changes the spacing. So like if we do 72, it's too little. So I always just eyeball it. I typically like it like right there. But what I'm gonna do here, let's send this template to the back, right click, arrange, send the back so we can see our text. So I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna just make this into a path. So I'm gonna right click and click create outlines. And let me know if I'm going too fast, if you guys have any questions or something. And then I'm gonna ungroup this. And then I like to make the bottom, well, we can do one of two things. Let's select all of it, and then I'll let you guys decide. So what we can do is we can either center these two together, right? Oops. Oh, I forgot to group something. Okay, take this, hit Command G to group it, take life, Command G to group it, select both, align the center, which doesn't quite look good, so I'll manually do it. So many, yeah, bumbling through Illustrator. Yes. So we can do it this way. Or what I also like to do is I will make this line up like that, but then it kind of depends on what you're going for. Like life does become kind of big now. So we have these two options, right? So we can do it like this. And then I'll show you the other way. And then what we can do if we really want to is we can come and take my little like lightning bolt, shrink it down. Well, maybe not that much. Right. And then we can like have this here, make a copy of it, and then right click it, transform, and reflect it. And then let's select these three and do some equal spacing between. Oh, that didn't really work like I wanted it to. So just manually adjust. Let's bring this in a little bit. Bring this in a little bit. So we could have something like this or something like this fatter text. So let me know if you guys have a preference to which one you might like better. So I'm going to group this one all together, and then that one is already grouped. And then this is where we're going to do our kind of like retro text effect kind of thing. Hey, Bev, what's up? Can you guys hear the guys outside my house? They're working on the pool today, but they're making a lot of noise. It's funny. Okay, so Stuart says, let's go with this one. So we have this selected. I'm going to come up here to my top toolbar where it says Object. And then I'm going to come down to Envelope Distort. I'm going to click Make with Warp. So now you can see it did this kind of dumb like arc, and nobody wants that, right? So in this drop-down menu, we have a bunch of different ones. So like if I hit bulge, like that changes, or flag. Some people do use the flag one for some of these things. But my personal favorite is the wave. And then this is the default, right? It defaults to like 50% of a curve. And you can like switch it to from horizontal to vertical. I never really do that personally. But what I do sometimes is I might go the opposite direction. So I might do like -50. It kind of depends you know, how much bend you actually want. So like I typically go anywhere from 25 to 50 percent in that kind of bend type of thing. So then I think I want a little bit more of a drastic one. So I think I'm gonna go with 50. And you can also change to like these things. I don't normally change those. And then so I'll click OK. So now we have oh Bev, we're just making some like sublimation designs that we could do. So then I was just showing how to make this kind of wavy text effect, which is super popular on Etsy right now. So like all the people who are doing what is it called? Print on demand services on Etsy, like these kind of designs where it's that kind of retro funkiness, those are what is selling super hot right now. You like the bulge? Yeah, that one's cool. So we made this, but now we see we have these like box, right? And we have this line still. So like, you know, if you wanted to, you can hit the direct selection tool and you can like, you know, mess with all that stuff, right? Like party, right? But so we don't want that. So in our final design, what we want to do is we're going to click this, and then we're going to come up here to object, and we're going to click expand, and we're going to expand it to an object in the fill and click OK. And now you can see we don't have those lines anymore. And now this is like a proper shape that we can cut out or print out for our sublimation purposes. All right. So I'm going to bring Skate Life here into the middle. I am going to shrink it down just a little bit. And then let's center these things up nicely. I don't know. Actually, let's make it a little bigger. Because it is going to go around like a glass can. So like you're not going to have a weird like mug kind of thing to get in the way. So because we use a different lightning bolt than the one that I use for the smiley face, I'm going to just swap it out. So I made a copy. Let's zoom in here and pull my little lightning bolt. And I'm just going to shrink this down in size. This is like getting David Bowie-esque over here. Just to kind of match it up. Okay, and then I can select this one and ungroup that. And I'll delete it. So let's make this look a little bit more normal. Like so. Let me see. Nope. I'm going to group that. I'm going to group the bottom part, and then I'm going to center these. And then we can group this. And then there we go. Now we have our little lightning bolt happy face that's going to match the rest. And then, oh, thank you, Dee. I appreciate that. To get that smile, all I did was I came and I grabbed a circle. And then I took my direct selection tool by hitting A. And when you click on it, you can see we have these 4 points, right? So all I did was I clicked on that top one, deleted it, changed my fill to a stroke. And then you could just bump up your stroke. And then bam, now you have, you know, your smile. And then you can either keep it like that, or you could stretch it out. You could do like multiple things. So that's how I came to the smile conclusion. The font, I think, was called Santa Groovy Babe, I think. Okay, so now we have our little smiley face, right? So I'm going to do super simple. I'm just like going to make a bunch of copies of these, kind of, you know, change sizing, all that stuff. And just kind of put them all around. And then we can also fill this into with some lightning bolts themselves, kind of to fill them into the spaces there. Let's bring this one down here in the corner. And then what you kind of want to think about too is you're not going to want smiley faces lined up on each edge, because then you have to think about the wrap, right? So when you wrap it together, how is that going to look? So what I try to do is I kind of try to do like a little, like a squiggle, where it's like, that way when it comes to the wrap, it looks normal, if that makes sense. Thank you. Yes, I'm trying to be as helpful as possible. Like I said, if I went too fast, feel free to ask me a question. You know, I've been a designer for like 7 years now, so if like, so some things that seem really quick and simple to me, you might be like, hang on, like that sounds crazy. What are you doing? Let's do one that's completely upside down, maybe. I like that. Let's put it right under skate life because what else would be more skate life, right? Okay, let's get this one. Let's do this one up here. Oops. See this one up here. Turn it this way. I'm going to move this one actually. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and do you see how I have this in a line kind of right here? I know it's like a curved line, but so I'm going to purposely kind of do that. So I'm going to take this one and hold shift and move it to the side. And then move this one out a little bit more, just so it kind of gives that illusion of like, hey, we are trying to like get that kind of like wrap feel, if that makes sense. I'm trying to make my words make sense, and I'm really sorry if they're not. See this one like little baby one, more upright. Thank you, Missy. I appreciate that. Okay. I'm gonna move this one off to the side a little bit. And a lot of the time when I'm designing stuff too, it's all trial and error. Like there's, you know, you might make something and you're like, oh, that looks so cool. And you're like, oh, this actually like sucks. And like you can see here at the bottom left, I have this one a little bit closer to the edge, while this one on the bottom right is a little bit away from the edge. So, and sometimes too, when you're designing it and you print it out and you think you got that spacing really well, and then it's actually not done very well. So like what I might even do is I'm going to push this a little bit more to the side, push this one out a little bit more, but not quite all the way. Because I don't want to, I want to try to not waste ink if I don't have to. Like I want this to be as successful as possible. That would look cool engraved on leather. That would. The happy face, you mean? The lightning bolt? It definitely could. That's for sure. All right. Let's throw some more rando little thingies in here. And then let's get some of these lightning bolts too. And then we can also go in later and like change what's called change colors is the word I'm looking for. Changing colors and stuff like that, all that fun stuff. The whole logo, yeah. That would be cool, huh? You know, so like if we wanted to like we can make these yellow or something. You know, I don't know. But I think if we did an all black design on a frosted glass, that would look super, super cool. That would look awesome. But then I don't know. But I like a lot of the more minimal colored sublimation things, but also the ones with a lot of color look really cool too. But yeah, so we're just kind of eyeballing spacing here, change direction of some of these, all that jazz. Like, let's get some real little ones in here. And then one thing to remember too, because this one we are specifically designing it for sublimation. You know, anything that's white isn't gonna print. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So like if I wanted these words to be white, otherwise known as the glass color, then if I just left it as a fill, it wouldn't print. So I would have to change it to a black stroke, right? So if I added a stroke, so then it would be white, but then the stroke color would be what would let you see those letters. Let's change this to a stroke 2 because it's kind of throwing off my final vision for the thing. I just made it a solid color because it's a template. Okay. And we can put like other things too, other than the lightning bolts on the smiley faces. We can put like a star in here maybe. I don't know. Should we put a star? Is that, I don't know. The star might be too much actually. It is a little too sharp though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit A for direct selection on the star. And you can see these inner circles. And if I go like that, it will change the roundness. So if you click an outside one though, then it'll do the whole thing. So let's undo it. And you can also come up here to the top, I think, and do it. Maybe not. So let's select these and we'll make them a little bit softer. I'm going to do all this work and watch, we're not even going to include the star in the design. Okay, and then we can select these ones on the inside. And then move those a little bit too. There we go. That looks fine. It just softens it up just ever so slightly. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Star or no star? Star or no star? And what something fun you can do too is like we could have removed like the A from here and put like the smiley face in there. You know, like there's a lot of stuff that you can like do like that. You know, or if you were doing like hello spring, instead of the O, it could be a B, like the like an animal bee, you know what I mean? Words are hard today, you guys. And you know the thing is too, not everything even has to be like a crazy design, central filled design. If my words would like to cooperate with me, that'd be great. Just one secret star in there. I don't know. That might look weird. Bam, skate life. You know what could look cool too is if we did a variation of this where we had a checkered background. Like I made a checkered background for my Valentine's Day bundle, which I did not include in it because I couldn't figure out a good design to do. Let me see where it's at. Is it in here? Oh, it's in here. Okay, let me pull this checkered thing that I made and didn't use. Okay. So what we can do is we will incorporate this checker design into an alternative version of the skate life. Just one. Oh, there you go. So you really got to look for the star. That could be cool. Maybe we'll finish this one and then we can do that. I want to get some like real little smiley faces up in here too. There we go. Look at that. We can barely even tell what it is. So we can fill in some of these spaces. And like this might seem boring, but like this is what design is. You know what I mean? Like it's not like a massive party, I guess is what I'm trying to think of. Let's bring this one down. Let's do like a, sure. I don't think we've done this angle yet. Do we like these randomly turned ones. It's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Then it'd be a little small. Oh yeah, that is smart. I should do that. Good looking out. Let's do these ones mirrored since they're on the opposite side. Transform, reflect. Oops. I forgot it does that too. Yeah, there we go. Oh, look at that. Replace the eye and lightning. Or replace the eye with a lightning bolt. That would be cool. We might do that idea on a variation of it. Because one thing too is sublimation designs. A lot of people will do like 3 or 4 little variations of the same design. Because if I put the lightning bolt instead of the eye, I would probably take the lightning bolts out of the side. But I still think it would look cool with the lightning bolt in it. So we'll do that one next. Let's see. Let's get some like bigger lightning bolts. There we go. Bam. I gotta be careful too. I always try to really like compact patterns when I make them, so like it looks cool, but like it doesn't always have to be that way. So like I made like a little pattern for my YouTube banner, but it has like little tools that I drew out. And it took a lot for me to not have like 500 million tools that I drew to just like super fill the space. I do still need to draw one more shape for my banner. I've just been lazy. All right. You know what? I think I'm digging the stars. I am digging the stars. We're going to keep the stars. Dang, I think the street sweeper just came and I left my car in the street. Dang it. Man. That's annoying. Let's get another one. And then also, sorry, I keep forgetting to explain. I am taking, when I duplicate a shape, what I'm doing is I'm clicking on it and holding Alt or Option on my keyboard and clicking and dragging it away to make a copy of it. So that's why if it looks crazy. Oh, I can't put this one that close to the side because I don't want it to interfere. I can move it like right there. Okay. I'm going to save my work real quick. Seeing like what we can do for the next iteration, you know, we'll have this as like a background and we'll just like lay out the whole thing. Just see what that would look like right now. Hang on. Uno momento. So we can select all that, weld it together. Was that enough? No, I need one more. Okay, so we have our checkered pattern ready to go for when we need it. But yeah, I am liking the Skate Life one. I don't know about you guys. Okay. Let's see. Let's put another smiley face down here. Let's see this angle for over here. You can make it maybe a little bit bigger. Nope, not bigger, smaller. There we go. And then let's get this one for down here. I like that size. It's doing good. Let's change this one a little bit, like right there. Perfect. So I normally don't talk to myself like this when I'm designing, but I'm trying to do it consciously because I know like we're hanging out together. There's a really loud street sweeper at like 5 in the morning. Oh no. Oh, poor puppy. Oh my gosh, you guys, my dog has been so sick. Like, I don't know, like she must have eaten something because she's been super sick the last couple days. If she's still sick today, I'm gonna have to take her to the vet. Would it be crazy to have a lightning bolt pointing up? Do you mean like that? I don't think it's too crazy. I don't know. You guys decide. I'm not sure if I'm feeling it because it kind of just looks like an S to me. So maybe not. Unless you guys super want it in there. Bolts up. Let's make some smaller stars too. Just randomly pulling them out. Okay, we can put one up top. There we go. Make it a little bit smaller. Cool. Where's like my little baby? Here we go. Here's the baby happy face. Let me get some of these up here. Oops, too far, too far. And it's kind of like too, you just put something somewhere and then you decide like, okay, no, I don't like that. Like, let's change it. So that's why I really say like, you know, it's trial and error, and like what you like might be different from what, you know, somebody else likes. There's really no, I kind of don't really feel like there is a right way or a wrong way to do it. Let's get some of these lightning bolts maybe pointing to the side then, kind of like that. I don't mind that. We can move our little face down. Let's see. What else? I need to leave room for that smiley face right there. So let's move this back right here. Let's put this one over here maybe. Let's get rid of this lightning bolt actually. And we'll put this there. And we'll take this here. And then this curve right here. Let me see. Theoretically, it should line up like right there. It might not be, I might not have done it accurately enough. So we shall see. Where's that like real baby star at? Right here. Put another one. Nope, no. Okay. So then I just want to put a couple things right here and then right here at the top. I think we can use another star up here. And then I think we can use a lightning bolt down here. Change the sizing a bit. It is fun to kind of like design with other people. So this is cool. Thank you guys. And I hope you're learning something. I hope it's not, you know, let's see. We could put another one of the baby smiley faces right there. See, and this is kind of where you got to kind of take like a step back too. Like I like to zoom out and kind of look at things from far away. Be like, okay, so obviously we need something right here and maybe one more thing down here. Eek Fiesta is a great anagram of skate life, just FYI. Okay. You think it's good when people see the design process so they understand more of why it costs a ton? Yes, and why it takes, it does take a long time. I mean, wow. Oh my gosh, you guys, the time is 12:40 already. That's insane. I started at 12, right? It has not been 40 minutes. Has it really? Whoa. Well, as you can see, we spent 40 minutes on this one design then. You know, when I design too, I don't know if it's just a designer thing or just a me thing, but I get into the zone and then I'm just like designing and then it could be literally like 5 hours and then I'll be like, "Oh man, I'm like really hungry." And it's like, "Oh yeah, I missed lunch because it's been like 5 hours." Dang, you guys, I can't believe it's already been 40 minutes. I guess I was super in the zone there. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make this one over here and just kind of make it do a little bit of opposite. Bring it down in size. Let's bring this over here. Let's put it like, no. We'll do this. Do this. Okay. Oops. What? That smiley face. It's not behaving like I want it to. Let's shrink this in size. That might be better. There we go. Bev says it's looking good. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, and we can put our little smiley face right here. I'm going to angle this one a little bit more, I think. There we go. And then I think we put like one maybe little lightning bolt right there. And then I think we can call this one good. Oops. I'll have to definitely print out a test one and see. Because I might have to fix this little gap right here. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to see. So I'm going to do, that looks that looks fine to me. Maybe we'll add that one there. Is that too much? That might be too much. What if we get rid of that one? Bring this one here. Bring this down a little bit. Push this one up a little bit. What are we thinking? We think this is okay? Maybe I'll bring this up a smidge. Are we happy with this? With this one? I think it looks pretty decent. I'm going to group it. Oops. Fix the gap. Are you talking about this gap over here on the side? I was saying I don't think I'm going to fix that because I think this would fit there, but we could just add something. We'll just add a lightning bolt there for now. And we'll see how that looks. All right, we'll add these there, and then if I have to, I can easily remove them. All right. So we have basically our completed sublimation design. This one I will definitely put in my Facebook group for free. For if you guys are in that, you can feel free to download that. So let's like start adding some color so we can have a couple variations of this. Let me move my little elements off to the side here. Move this one off to the side. And let's bring another one out. I'm going to make my document bigger. Okay. There we go. Put this up here so we can see what we're doing. All right. Let's see. So it looks like this one, we can cut off these last 3 boxes, these last 3 rows of boxes. So what I'm going to do, is I'm going to take my little checkered box and I'm going to take a rectangle and I'm going to bring it up over these 3 rows. I need to really like come in here and look, like really get up and close. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select both of them. I'm going to hit minus front. And then now we should have the perfect, oh, I needed to do one more row. And let's pull that up. One more row then, but then it should be good. Okay, now we can do that same thing, selecting both of them, Pathfinder minus front, and then bam, basically perfect. Select these 2. Just make sure this is equal to this thing. All right. Okay. Cool. So what I can do, I'm going to hit Command or Control and hit my brackets until my design comes up to the top. I am going to get rid of this bounding box because we don't need it since our checkers are going to be our bounding box. So you could even just like leave this right here. Or then what you can do is you can go in and start like adding some different colors, right? So this is pink. So if we made the words, what color? I guess red could work. I don't know. Yellow. Yellow would make it look like a starburst. I mean, and like you just kind of, you know, play around. Obviously, most likely you want to use color theory. But, you know, there's like a bunch of stuff we can do. So like maybe I want these lightning bolts yellow, right? So we want every single lightning bolt yellow. Wow, there's a lot of lightning bolts in this. I mean, you don't have to do it this way. Like when I make sublimation designs to sell, I normally do like 2 or 3 variations. I don't really do any more than that because then I'm like, it's kind of not worth it. I think that's, oh, I just selected the wrong thing. I think that's all of them. Okay, there we go. So now like those are all yellow, you know. I mean, and we can like even, we can change this back one if we want that to be black, you know, you can do that. Like maybe we make the words the pink color maybe, and then make the checkered black. You know, like we can do stuff like that. And then like maybe, I don't know. We could make maybe not black for the checkers. What if we do the checkers like a gray? I don't super like that either, but it'll make it easier for me at least to see the smiley face. I don't know. I think I do like the checkered pink though. So I think we might kind of leave it like this. So like the stars, we could leave black, you know, like there's a bunch of stuff you can do. You know, like maybe we're making the smiley faces, maybe we're supposed to also make them the red color, you know. Like the possibilities are definitely endless. A slight offset on the words might look okay. Do you mean like a stroke or like a shadow? So you mean like that where you can see it more? Or like a heavy shadow? Yeah, the bolt in the eye definitely does not look well. But so what we can do too is, because I changed, we can just go back in, right? And select all these bolts, and then we can just change them back to black. And then we could leave the other lightning bolts yellow. Let me change these ones back to black as well. So like you could even, you know, leave it there. Like there's a lot of there's a lot of different options that you could do. You know, or maybe you want the whole smiley face to be yellow, or I don't know, some crazy color. Can't even. You know, I don't know. Possibilities are endless though. Anybody have any questions? Or do you think I should leave this like this, or do you think I should change the smiley face colors again, or what? I mean, I don't mind this. I think I'm going to take the stroke off the lightning bolts though. I guess I'll leave it. So say if I want to select all the yellow in here, I'll select one of them and I'll come up to the top where it says select, and I'll select same fill color. And then if I want to, then I could put a black stroke on all of them. Yeah, I could do that if we change the color. You know what you could even do too is, if you want to kind of go another route with the same design, is with the smiley face, I can right click it, I can ungroup it, and then I'll turn them into a fill. Wait, why did that not work? Hang on. Ungroup. Oh, I know why. So if you wanted to change this, because I'd made it a shape already, I'll delete this inner circle. And what I could do is select that and this mouth, and then I can minus the front of that, and then your smiley faces could be inverted basically. So you could go that route as well, right? And then, you know, make those yellow, or make, you know, there's so many options that you can do. It's really fun. I think I'll probably just leave this one like this though. You know, I don't know if I am like super digging the red. Oh, why did it do both of those? Maybe we'll do the brighter red. Yeah, I like the brighter red, I think. Yeah, I think it definitely defines the lightning bolts more. Yeah, Stuart, we did a lot of big changes. We just colored this one apart from that one, and we put a checkered background. But yeah, I mean, let me know if you have any questions about this. I think this is a pretty good stopping point. We can chat for a little bit. But now, you know, we spent we spent 50 minutes designing this one, or we spent 40 minutes designing one. Then we took an extra 10 minutes and added some color and stuff. And then now we have 2 designs where we can either sell them separately, or you can sell them as a set, or you just, for that skater in your life. You got a bunch of things. And so like what I would do too before I print this out, I would remove this bounding box just so that I don't accidentally sublimate it to something of mine. You did a kind of teal smiley face. Try that on the letters. Let's see. Let's ungroup this. All right, teal. Was it that one? Or was it this? Oops. That one or this one? I'm thinking this one is the one you thought. Missy, you're never too old for it. Missy, you don't even really, at this point, go to like art school. There's plenty of classes where you can get to a pretty good level of design. All right, we'll keep this color. I do like that color too. Cool. I'm glad we got to design this together, guys. So let me show you real quick. If we ungroup this one, our other one that we made, and then we can bring this lightning bolt to where this eye was, right? Okay, so now let's regroup that. And then now we can do that same text effect. I think D was the one thing we should do this. Go to envelope distort. And then it will distort the lightning bolt with it. So you can do that too. Oops. Oh, that did like a really big one actually. Oh, because I didn't choose it. There we go. What? Wrong button. Oh gosh. Okay. Envelope distorts. There we go. There we go. So that's what that would look like. Cool, yeah, we'll keep it this way. But yeah, so I will upload this to the Facebook group later today. So feel free to download that if you would like it. But thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. We've been here just about an hour. I try to keep the stream for about an hour just because I feel like otherwise I'm just talking a lot and boring you guys. But yes, this is Adobe Illustrator Bev that I am using. This is my favorite software to design in. You can do sublimation designs in Photoshop, but the reason I make them in Illustrator is because I'm not going to lose any quality to my things that I make as if you potentially could when you're doing it in Photoshop. Yeah, no problem, D. Let me know, like I said, let me know if you guys have questions. Feel free to reach out to me. I really don't mind helping you. I really like to teach. So fun fact, originally when I was in high school, I wanted to be a history teacher. But when I was going into college, there was like the big teacher strike happening. And when I talked about it with my mom, she was encouraging me to do what I wanted. And then she's like, you could think about going a different route just because it's unpredictable. And then so I really like art and I like to draw when I was a kid. So then I went with graphic design. Oh, thank you, Bev. But yeah, so thank you guys. I'll chat. Let me stop sharing so you can see my face. But yeah, thank you for hanging out, you guys. And I'll definitely check you out. I'll hang out with you guys next week. I should have a video coming out this week. I'm not sure. It's either going to be me reviewing a cordless airbrush, or there was another one I was going to maybe do. I think a Cricut one. I don't remember. I have it written down on my phone. But yeah, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Sorry, Elsa was not here today. I think she's probably out with the pool guys. But yeah, so thank you guys. Bye. I'll see you next time. See ya.